What's up, guys? I'm back again for another exciting video. I hope you missed me because I missed you. Still working on my movie. It's not done. People keep asking me, hey, is the movie done? No. Once it's done, there will be more uploads for one, so you'll know that way. And for two, I'll show it to you. So yeah, let's get to the video. Let's hit that bumper. My relationship with Lume Cube lights has always been an up and down affair until very recently. When I first got the Lume Cube, I thought they were cool products, but the color accuracy wasn't what I needed for video shooting. If you saw the last video I did, the Lume Cube 2.0 changed that for me, and me and Lume Cube have actually begun a little bit of a relationship. They sent me the Lume Cube 2.0 for review, and then they liked that video, so they sent me the Lume Cube panel for review. And I hope they still send me products after this video. But with that being said, I do like this light. This is the Lume Cube panel. It's a bicolored LED light with 180 LEDs, 90 of tungsten and 90 of daylight, so you can run the whole gamut from 3200 Kelvin to 5600 Kelvin and anywhere in between. And it's actually very well built. It's an all-metal frame. It feels very sturdy. I could probably drop this several times without breaking it. The front, I hope it's Gorilla Glass, but I don't know, to be perfectly honest with you, so don't drop it on the front. And it comes with this really cool diffuser, which I haven't seen this before, and I like ingenuity. I like people that do new things, and it just pops on the front. You're off and running. To turn it on, you press and hold this top button. There's 3 buttons on the side, and then you get a little LCD screen. If you hit the button again, you can change what Kelvin rating you're at. And if you hit it again, you go back up to the percentage. The bottom 2 buttons are just up and down buttons, as you would probably assume by the plus and minus sign on the back there. Now, what you'll also see when you look at this light, let me turn it off. You press and hold the same button to turn it off, as you probably already assumed. It's got 3 ports on the bottom. That's kind of unusual. What do they do? Well, you can charge it via USB-C or micro USB, which is kind of handy because then any cord you have, you can always charge this light. But the really cool thing is it has a mini USB out, so you can actually charge your phone and other things with this light. It comes with a mini USB dongle because, to be honest, I don't think anybody has these cords anymore unless they're phones from 2001. And yeah, it converts it to a USB-A port. So then you can charge your phone or whatever. And yes, I have tried it. You can charge your phone and run the light at the same time. You can even charge the light through one of these ports, charge your phone through this port, and still have the light running at the same time if you wanted that to happen for some crazy, unapparent reason. So what else? Color accuracy is very good, 95% CRI. I think it's 96 TLCI. If you're into the battery stats, it's 40 milliamp hour batteries. So if you like power banks, I'm not into power banks. I don't know if that's good or bad. But the charging seems really well. Turning this back on, if you look at the little LCD screen, not only does it have the normal little 4-spot battery indicator, it also tells you how much time you have left at this power. So if I turn the power down, the time changes. And if I turn it up, the time and the bar actually will change too. See how the bar just went down there? Now, I will tell you this number's not always accurate, but it is a lot better to have numbers instead of just a few bars. I always thought. So yeah, this is blinding me. Let's turn it back off. Now for mounting options, it does come with a little hot shoe mount adapter, and it only has a 1/4-20 in the bottom, but it does have one, so that's kind of cool. So if you want to put this on the top of your camera, you just screw in your little adapter and you put it in on the hot shoe. So what else does it come with? Like I said before, it comes with that little dongle. It comes with a micro USB cord, which I wish it would have came with USB-C, but beggars can't be choosers. And it comes with this really, really soft plush little bag, which I really like. It's not going to protect anything, but it feels so nice. Now, as far as light input goes, standing at about 4 feet away, the Lume Cube panel on tungsten mode is 251 lux, while in daylight mode, it's 262 lux. So a little bit brighter in daylight. Not that big of a deal. So on the surface, everything's good, right? Pretty good light. I mean, I really do like the quality of the light that this gives off. I like the dynamics of the light. I like how it's built. So what's the problem? Well, for starters, the price. It's $150 for this panel. And while that sounds okay, it's 2019. And nothing proves that point more than the fact that this light is $100, $50 less. And I know what you're saying. Well, one's Lume Cube and one's Photix, right? So the quality's got to be a bit different. These are the exact same lights made by the same company and sold to these two companies. If you look at the back, they've repackaged it with their own logos and they've written their own stuff. So what probably happened is from the manufacturer, these came blank. Now, a lot of you probably noticed that one's gray and one's black. So that means they can't be made by the same company, right? Well, this Photix light also is available in black. And I'm not sure if the Lume Cube light comes in gray, but I'm sure they were offered that choice if they wanted it. Further proof, they both have the exact same number of LEDs. Their brightness is exactly the same within a couple of lux. The only noticeable difference I could find was the Lume Cube panel did have an external diffuser that they probably made in-house, which probably cost a little more money. The Photix light has just a built-on diffuser. You can't take that off. But is that worth $50? I'll let you decide, but for me, probably not. Another piece of evidence that these were made by the same companies is what comes with them. Do these look familiar? One comes with the Lume Cube, one comes with the Photix. They're both very soft, so I like both of them. They both come with the hot shoe mount in this weird silver that I don't see very often. They both come with the same dongle, and they both come with the unfortunate micro USB cable. I still wish one of them would give me a USB-C cable. Let's turn the lights on side by side and see if the menus look the same. Yep. They look exactly the same. Functionality, exactly the same. Push the top button to move, and yeah. So that's kind of damning as well. So, okay, it's pretty obvious that a company in China made both of these lights, and maybe Photix is that company and they sold the rights to Lume Cube. That's not really a problem. But as a consumer, I can't pay $50 more for a product that I can still order off Amazon, and it's the exact same thing. Unless you just really want that pop-on diffuser. I'm not sure. If you're noticing what tipped me off, Lume Cube I always loved because of their app integration. And the first thing I noticed about this light was there was no app control for it. And I didn't understand why when all their other lights that cost less money do. And they already have an app, so they wouldn't have to develop a new one. Then I was looking up to see how much battery banks are, because to my knowledge at that time, I didn't know any other LED panels you could charge a phone with. So I looked up the milliamp hours and found the Photix 180. Now, what's all this mean? Lume Cube has the right to buy the rights to any product they want. That's not really an issue. That's not an ethical problem. That's not a legal problem. But as a consumer, if that other version is still on the market for $50 less, that's where the problem lies, because your name is not worth $50. I love Lume Cube lights, but this one seemed like they really wanted to get into the panel market, but they didn't want to do the work to make the right product. It's a good product, but it's priced wrong, and the little bit of deception always gets under my skin. I will still buy Lume Cube products. I love Lume Cube still, but this one was a miss, especially when I went back and looked at those milliamp hours just to see if there's any other lights that could power your phone as well. And what I found was, for $100, this light, the Pixel G1, which comes with a much nicer case, is obviously a much different light. Still feels just as sturdy. And is an RGB light. You know how I love me some versatility. Anyways, guys, I'm not here to rip on Lume Cube. I love Lume Cube. I'm still going to order Lume Cube products. This one was just a bit of a miss to me. If you guys, it's a great light. If you guys want to pay $150 for it, that is awesome. But for me, I think I will probably just get the Pixel G1. That's just me, because it's $50 cheaper and it comes with RGB. Now, I know what you're saying, but what's the brightness like against the Photix and the Lume Cube panel for just daylight and tungsten? The reason I'm not giving that to you now is because, again, I am going to be doing a small video light battle royal, if you will. The last time I did a small video light showdown, The only RGB contender was the Bowling P1, but now companies like Falcon Eyes, Pocket Light, and even Aperture have come in with new RGB lights, which is why I'm doing another one of these panel challenges, and these lights will be included along with how they do in daylight. So I'm not giving away that information now, but check back soon for the 2020, I know it's only 2019, but I have to distinguish from the last video somehow, 2020 Small Video Light Challenge. As soon as I get my Aperture MC, I will start working on that. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button over there. If you like what I do here, consider subscribing or hit that little weird bell that YouTube makes you hit. If you have any questions about this light, or you disagree with me, or you want to yell at me about what I have done with a light that Lume Cube gave to me, go ahead and leave your comments in the description. Just remember, this isn't a competition. Let's all rise in this business together. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.